Welcome to Statistics for Surveys, Session 3, Diagrams for a Single Variable, Segment 3, Pictogram. A pictogram, or sometimes known as a pictograph, is defined in the Oxford Dictionary for Statistics as a diagram in which frequency or quantity is represented by symbols that are small images of the objects or material being counted. Now, for example, here is a small little pictogram where we can see that, for example, two people have actually a preference for a round shape. We have 4 people for a square shape, and we have 3 people for a triangle shape. Here's another example of a pictogram. As you can see, in this case, one image of a person actually represents 1 billion people, which makes, for example, this one a little bit hard to interpret because it's probably around 500 million, but the exact number is hard to tell. So with a pictogram, if the numbers aren't exact and some kind of half a person or half an object is drawn, the detail is actually a bit off, and some other diagrams might actually therefore then be preferred. Sometimes only one image is actually scaled up or scaled down. So for example, here is a bus picture. Last year there were 1,000 people perhaps going by bus, and this year 2,000. That's twice as big. So if we see this as a rectangle, the length and the height or width of the first one is doubled for the next one. However, by doing so, the area actually increased 4 times as much, because 5 times 5 would be 25 square centimeters, and 10 by 10, 100. So, especially when you see these in marketing techniques, it's kind of actually hard to do this properly so that the size of the image is actually twice as much and not just the height and the width. So these can be extremely misleading. Sometimes there's like a 3D effect, so then it's not only length and height but also width, and then actually the factor becomes even 8. So be careful when you see these kind of upscale diagrams, because most often it's done based by the length and the width and not actually the area.